My name is Natalia IURAŠ, and I am the conductor of the Center for Continuous Electoral Trainings by the Central Electoral Commission of Moldova. It is a great honor for me to be here in front of you, in front of the elite, the 7 most important people in elections worldwide. Thank you for being part of this 24th ACEEO Conference, and thank you, Dr. Chokan and Secretary General, for contribution and for all the effort to organize this event. Today, the first plenary session will be dedicated to training of electoral stakeholders, that invisible force that directly or indirectly assist electoral management bodies in conducting elections. So together with our guests and panelists, we will discuss and present and later actually make statements about different models of organizing electoral trainings, assess the next trends in delivering cost-efficient trainings for different stakeholders. Each presentation will take about 12-15 minutes. Thereafter will be a session for questions and answers. However, if we don't have enough time for that, I propose to write down on stick notes that will be given to you by our assistants and just write the question so we can later address the question, or tomorrow during the session it will be addressed. I have the double role today of moderating this wonderful panel and also of presenting you the work that CCET has done so far. So how to bring passion to electoral trainings? Planning and conducting elections is one of the most complex and challenging exercises one country is responsible for. This task lies on the shoulders of the EMBs of all levels. As failure is not an option when it comes to elections, it is essential to have a skillful and knowledgeable people ready to act at any time is necessary, especially in young democracies like Moldova. To solve this problem, CEC of Moldova, as the biggest employer of the country, created a specialized training center, considering that almost half of the electoral officers are newly hired in every election. It was necessary to create a permanent training and certification center. Over the last 2 years, since the creation of a professional and permanent trainings, we could observe a considerable improvements in conducting elections and services delivered by all EMBs in Moldova. So what was before CEC? There was life before CEC as well. And since 2008, the CEC Moldova has been working in implementing training programs as well for temporary officials. However, they were sporadic, no track of people involved, and no planning of resources was possible. From our experience, we could state that such sporadic approach is not the solution to ensure a sustainable pool of qualified people trained for each electoral event, even at a minimum technical level. And we all agree that competency-based training sessions are minimum necessary technical level trainings, but not sufficient to make elections fully credible. CCET is the only specialized training center in the region and that trains and certifies electoral officials. This year we also have launched a master program in elections, in electoral management. Professionals capable of planning, conducting, observing elections according to national and international norms. We have started to work with the electoral official that was the first challenge that we faced. Training a pool, an army actually, of people that sometimes have so little, have a minimum knowledge in elections on one hand. On the other side, There are those who do have a large experience in elections that need to change their mindset and to adopt to new realities. To overcome this, we had to think out of the box and approach the problem in a more creative way by organizing less classic lectures, more motivational, through art, public lessons for youth, transformational promo buses, e-learning platforms, and all that to convince for any knowledge and technical electoral gap they face and feel. Electoral officials are our main priority. We believe that full work of our beneficiaries is one of the objectives to ensure the right to free choice of our citizens. At the same time, we cannot be happy with a minimum program. We need more electoral actors involved that respect the rules and fair competition and transparency in elections. We cannot change or directly influence the political landscape. Nevertheless, we can provide trainings for every electoral competitor. And I'm glad to mention that this year we have registered major progress. The most we are happy about the fact that there are first trainings we keep receiving, after the first trainings, we keep receiving invitation for more and more trainings from our actors, from our beneficiaries. The same is with civil society. It's a very complex and important role that they provide in the relationship we have with them. On one hand, they are our beneficiaries, and we allocate substantial resources to train them, as we want them not to be only the observers, but also to be able to analyze electoral processes. On the other hand, civil society organizations are our partners in informational and civic education campaigns. No public institution has sufficient human or financial resources to promote such ambitious projects about the implication of the civil society, without the implication of the civil society organizations. Their constructive criticism help us tremendously, make us stronger, and show us opportunities for development. Other beneficiaries are judges, press, students, youth, EMBs of other countries. We care greatly about a sustainable partnership we developed with them over the last 2 years. Another topic we bring on the table today for you is the academic side of our center. Starting with this year, we do research on election results, on voting preferences, gender, leadership. It allows us to identify new opportunities for trainings, voter information and civic education campaigns. Having said that, I would like to mention once again that we have stepped in on a different territory with the State University of Moldova in delivering a political and electoral management course. It is a big step in developing research competence and information hub within our center. To have a more comprehensive and inclusive training methods, we have launched the e-learning platform with the support of our partners, offering distance trainings for every beneficiary. My topic, you probably saw that, is about passion. And you are wondering what it's all about? So in CCET, we believe that we have to treat with respect, with great respect, our beneficiaries and partners. It's all about excelling in everything we do, in everything we get involved with. Creating trainings, events we want to participate, or a manual that we would like to read. However, we do have challenges. We face them every day. We do not live in a perfect world, but the challenges we face, as we treat them as professional and institutional opportunities. Snap elections are one of such external risk. Challenges that could be minimized are electoral code changes, for example, if we tackle them in advance, a fixed date of planned national elections, or EMB's staff turnover. As mentioned, any problem, we transform it first in opportunity, then into success. So we are happy to mention that so far we have trained more than 40,000 people over the last 24 months, and they have been trained and certified, and we created that pool of people within our register. We are proud of our partnerships, beneficiaries, and the fact that this list becomes larger. But most of all, we are happy and proud about our team, trainers that share their experience with our partners inside Moldova and outside. So what are the next steps for us? We do believe in trained people, in trained professionals. That's why we want to get back to the mandatory certification practice of all electoral officials. In today's demanding world, we cannot count on amateurs, so we need highly qualified professionals. So we will continue to develop and expand our contact with the world outside, as Moldovan CCET experience is one that deserves to be shared and implemented. After this plenary session, I invite you downstairs in the CCET area to get to know more about our work and to get familiar with our trainers that are present here. So thank you for your attention.